Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do something that I've never made before, I've never even tasted before. I'm going to have a go at doing Berlin's favourite street food, Currywurst. So before we start, a couple of shout outs. I've got a new Patreon superfan, Caroline Jarnagin, yay! And a standard fan, Erin Muff. Thank you guys. And so I'm doing Currywurst because it was requested by Schalke fan 1999 and seconded by Jonathan Cook. And it sounds interesting. Not very interesting. It sounds like, you know, this is junk food. This is the kind of food you have after a good night on the Raz, and you think it's brilliant. In the light of day, you might not. But it's insanely simple. It's so simple. I'm thinking, how can this be? How can this have become the most favoured street food of somewhere sophisticated like Berlin? So there's possibly something that I'm missing. Well, we'll see. Currywurst. Let's do it. So I've trawled the interwebs quite heavily. I'm trying to find something like a definitive recipe, and I haven't managed it. The variation in pretty much everything is immense. So if anybody makes any comments along the lines of that's not how you do it, tough. People around the world, and even in Germany and within Berlin, do it a million different ways. So these are the ingredients. Currywurst is actually only about the sauce. You know, you could put it on fish fingers. It wouldn't be very nice. But so, I mean, I've got some Bockwurst, which I know isn't right. They should be Bratwurst, possibly, or yeah. But that's all I can get. What you do need is a tomato base, ketchup, and also I'm going to use some passata, because I think just ketchup is just too sweet and yucky. Anyway, teaspoon of smoked paprika, half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, teaspoon of onion granules, a splash of Worcestershire sauce, and 4 or 5 teaspoons of mild curry powder. So that's the ingredients. Let's make the sauce. Right, so I've got the ketchup in a saucepan, about half a cup there. We'll just heat that through on medium heat, and I'll add half a cup of tomato passata. If you can't get that, you could use, you know, a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree. We'll just add the other things. This dried onion has, well, solidified onion. It's a solid block of there. Well, it's supposed to be what? Granules. Was once. Okay, smoked paprika. This is a coffee spoon, so that's why I'm putting more in than you might think. Half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and I'll just add 3 teaspoons of curry powder to start with. Splash of Worcester sauce. Give it a good stir, let it cook through for a bit, and now let's taste it. Oh, it's very sweet, quite hot. I think I overdid the cayenne pepper, and also quite acidic. I'm just going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda to take down the acid a little bit. That's better. That's nice. I need to fry these and make some French fries to go with it. Okay, so I've got a bit of oil heating in the pan, and I'm just going to add a couple of Bockwursts. Ooh. That might be too hot. And yeah, these are very much like Frankfurters, so I'll probably get flack for that. Never mind. Okay, I think they'll do. They smell nice. A bit smoky. Right, there we go. Currywurst and French fries. One thing missing, the sauce, which is liberally slathered over the bangers. It was great. And then apparently, traditionally, you have a sprinkling of raw curry powder. How cool is that? Okay, Currywurst. Well, that tastes exactly like a Frankfurter with ketchup on it and a bit of curry powder, which I guess is what it is. It's nice. Yeah, I can imagine after having several pints how that could taste like the greatest thing on earth. It's actually pretty good. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed it. Now please do the usual: likes, shares, comments, subscriptions, donations, patronage, all that good stuff, or just some of it. And thank you for watching, and see you next time.